We made 4,300 in just 3 days at our very first event, and we had no clue what we were doing. Overbaked cookies and one product that totally flopped, but somehow it still worked. And if you are dreaming of starting something of your own, I hope this video really helps you. Okay, let me take you back to the beginning. We applied to a bunch of events in the beginning of the year, and one of them was at Harbourfront, a prime location, right? Just to try. Honestly, we didn't expect to hear back from them and to actually get into the event. Up until now, I was just selling cookies in my community from home. But this was a huge event. And also, we had just started Instagram. I think we were like 1 or 2 posts down. So we were just getting started. So, booking a 3-day event at one of the busiest spots in Toronto. Yeah, we bit more than we can chew, but we said yes anyways. Also, this wasn't cheap. We invested a lot in this event, from branded tents to stickers, boxes, visiting cards. It honestly made me so scared that what if we are putting in so much money and no one really buys our cookies? That was nerve wracking for us. If you're curious, I can actually share how much we invested, what did we buy, from where did we buy, and how do we do our finances. Just comment cost in the comment section below and I will make that happen. Because it was a 3-day event, we had to bake a lot, for which we rented a kitchen, super expensive, and we prepped for 2 main things. One, New York style cookies. We had 6 flavors. All of them were tall, thick, had some kind of filling inside. And second, which was pretty fun, build your own cookie bucket kind of thing, which had mini cookies, toppings, sauces. We honestly thought that this is gonna be a hit. Spoiler, it was a flop. Barely anyone bought it. But we did give it out to the community later on, and honestly, that part really felt good. But the moment that changed everything for me, when people came back. Second purchase, third purchase, they weren't just being nice, it was genuine at this point. That is when I realized that they really like my cookies. This was the moment I let myself believe that yes, I can do this. So here's what I've learned, and I'm saying this for you if you're dreaming of starting something new. Number one, connect with people in your niche. When we started out, we searched for videos like these, but we couldn't find any. And that's the main reason why I am making one of these. But when we went to the event, we got to connect with the vendors, and honestly, we learned so much from them. Number two, it is better to sell out than to overbake. Plan for the best case, but be prepared for the worst case as well. And honestly, it is fine if you sell out. And coming to the most important one, number three, that failed ideas are not failure. Our cookie bucket idea did not work, but we didn't throw it away. We just changed it. This is what testing looks like, and this is how you build. I also want to touch on one of the biggest blocker that I found, which was being surrounded by vendors who already had their stores since many years and have done so many such events. I'm not kidding. We were competing with vendors who had like huge lines, and then there was us who was building their brand from scratch. No one knew us. So there was not a single reason for them or for any customer to buy from us. And that, my friend, is very difficult. It is a very difficult spot to be in, because then you have to give it your all. You need to be quick on your feet and your mind and have to think that, okay, what do I do now to increase our sales? And so we started giving out samples. That was a game changer for us, giving out samples. We started getting so many people in just because they wanted to try and sample, and trust me, the conversion rate was so high that I could not believe it. But that is what it is. You cannot let anything affect you in that moment. You see an issue and then you have to work on it. Another blocker which I would like to touch base on was that we also had another vendor who was selling cookies at a very low price point than us. No matter what you say, but price point plays a very important role if you are just starting out. Since your brand is not recognized, people don't know you yet. Why should they buy your cookies, expensive cookies, from an unknown brand where they can buy cookies from a known brand at a cheaper price point? But giving out samples also kind of changed that for us. From a few sales, we went to line up in our booth. I think that I think it is safe to say that giving out samples was a turning point for us. I think it will not be fair for me to say anything else before saying how nervous I was on the first day, before the first day. Of course, I was excited that this is my first event, but I was also nervous because this was a first ever event and I didn't know what to expect, how much to expect. I wanted to build that good place in my head, but it was so difficult for me. But deep down, I was so happy. The moment for me was surreal. The first day for me was surreal. I literally had tears in my eyes when I was there because I could see it happening, my dream happening in front of my eyes. And that moment, I feel like, is unexplainable to anyone. I don't think that I could ever put it in words. How did I feel in that exact moment? So, yeah, I think my video is incomplete without me saying what I felt on first day because it means a lot to me. So if you want to see something specific or ask me a question that I haven't covered, let me know in the comment section below. I'm here, I'm reading, and I'm listening. Also, if you want to see what I learned and what were my wins for the week, I do share them in my current series, Bakehouse Diaries, which I post on shorts every week. And I will see you next time.